OpenAI has just released ChatGPT 5 last Friday, and since then there is a lot of noise on what this model can do and what it cannot do. In this video, we are going to see what is ChatGPT 5 normal and what is ChatGPT 5 thinking, the two available varieties of ChatGPT 5 now on the portal. We are going to take some sample prompts and see the responses on both, and we are going to critically analyze all the points which people are making noise about that GPT-5 is not capable of. Let's try to see all these one by one in this video. So here are the two windows open for two different models of GPT-5. As you can see, left hand side is ChatGPT-5 and right hand side is ChatGPT-5 thinking. What we are going to do, we are going to understand both these. We are going to understand what they have to offer, what is auto switching in this new GPT-5, and then critically analyze whatever people are furious about, whatever people are complaining about. We are going to understand with some prompts whether those claims, those complaints are valid. But first of all, we will understand what is that ChatGPT is offering us with this ChatGPT-5. Let's see one by one, guys. Stay till end. You're going to learn a lot of things about how to use this very powerful tool. First of all, what is ChatGPT 5? So OpenAI is telling you ChatGPT now has our smartest, fastest, and most useful model. So if you remember, guys, few days back I created a shorts on Unfold Data Science. You can see, and I told you GPT-5 will break the internet. So if you have not watched the shorts, please go and watch this short. In this short, I have told you that ChatGPT, what it is doing is it is combining its reasoning capabilities and general purpose capabilities in one model and calling that GPT-5. So previously, if you remember, in this drop down, there were many models coming. But now in this drop down, you can see only two options, GPT-5 flagship model and GPT-5 thinking model. What OpenAI is telling you, please understand that very clearly. OpenAI is trying to tell you that, guys, you just need to worry about your prompts. You no need to worry about what will happen once you enter, once you press enter after your prompt. So everything in the background we will take care. We will take care of what model is best for you. You just have to decide what is your prompt and write it nicely. That's it. So I have two different models open here. One is general purpose on the left hand side, right hand side is a thinking model. Very first thing, guys, first of all, let's give a simple prompt and try to see how they behave differently. I have a list of prompts here which I'll be using in this entire video. I will share with you, but first let's pay attention to this simple prompt here. I'm giving to normal model and I'm giving to thinking model both. So it is basically computing average of 5 numbers. And what you will see is on the left hand side, it will be fast. It's a general purpose model. It will be faster. On right hand side, it will be little slower, but there will be more thought in that. So basically, left hand side is normal way of working, but faster. Right hand side is stepwise thinking, more thinking involved. That is your thinking model. Now, one very important to understand here thing is you no need to worry about when the model switch will happen internally. So basically what OpenAI is telling you is this switching that I'm doing here, right? I'm opening two windows here, left hand side GPT-5, right hand side thinking. So this manual switching will happen automatically based on the prompt if you give that kind of prompt. Or you can also manually select this switch. So both ways, but if you manually select this, then your quota of 200 messages per week will get consumed. If you manually select this, right, your quota of 200 messages per week will get consumed in plus plan. And if you don't choose it manually and your normal GPT-5 model uses that internally, right, then your quota of 200 will not get exhausted. That is first thing to understand. Second thing is, if somebody asks you what is the one thing that ChatGPT is giving, as I told you, it's unified model switching. So automatic model switching. You will not get to know if model switching is happening because if you write a prompt here, right, the switching you will not know if it's happening or not happening, but quite possible that switching has happened in the background automatically. I'm not talking about manual switching. Now let's take one more example and try to understand how these two models are working. So previously that example was like little simpler example. So what I'm trying to tell here is I'm trying to use both these models for same task now. So what is my task? If I have to show you, you are a senior ML engineer given the Kaggle competition data set schema below. So I'm giving a schema here. What I'm trying to tell you is propose a full end-to-end winning solution, feature engineering, model architecture, hyperparameter tuning, and error analysis. So then I'm giving a schema, then I'm giving some constraint. As you can see on the left hand side, the answer has started coming. I told you it's a faster model. Okay, so answer has started coming on the left hand side because it's a faster model. Right hand side still thinking. Now the answer is coming, and you will see a good amount of difference in how normal model responds and how thinking model responds. Again, I will re-emphasize this fact here, guys. Here I have manually chosen thinking. Even if you don't choose thinking, the thinking model may get used in the background, but it will not show you here. But whatever it is, let's try to see. Feature engineering, it is trying to say session engagement, recency, categorical encoding, regularization, model architecture. So final embedding, it is giving me stepwise like step 4, 4.2, 4. So very detailed actually. If you see, people are complaining about reasoning capabilities of GPT models, right? So lot of reasoning capabilities we can see here, lot of detailed thought we can see here, right? Threshold free analysis, explainability, many things are here. And it is giving you everything, and then it is telling you these are the stretch ideas, then some plans it's giving. But if you see this model, right, it is even deeper, because if you take any one step, right, let's take one step, feature engineering, for example. In feature engineering, right, left hand side model is giving you high level data transform, high level engagement transform, high level things, right? Right hand side model is giving you some more details, like how do you derive that, some formula, right? Some extra formula, some extra thought it's giving. So, and basically in the end it will come with a more structured, more lengthy, and more ready to use approach. So you will have more detailed, more ready to use approach here. That is the basic difference between your general purpose model and your thinking model. Thinking model means more reasoning, more detailed, more thought answer. Left hand side more faster, and reasoning is still there, it can still use thinking in background, but end of it will be a general purpose model. Now let's see some of the more capabilities of GPT. So I will go with now normal GPT only. I will just close this thinking and I will go with normal GPT only. So first of all, another thing that is changed in this new GPT is the context length is up to 400k tokens in GPT-5. So I'm writing here as a prompt just to make you understand. But as you can see, GPT-5 can indeed handle very large context window. Depending on it can go up to 400k tokens. So it's huge basically. You can upload maybe 200k pages PDF and it will remember everything, and you can ask questions, and it can, if you have a longer conversation, it can remember your conversation, and many things can happen. Now, I want to show you some other capabilities. So suppose I have a log file. So there is a log file I have in my system, and I want to analyze the log file. So if you see this one, right, you are a senior data engineer given this log snippet or log file, detect anomalies and return them in JSON matching. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to generate a structured content, so which is ready to use. And this is very, very important in automated scenario. So basically, when you are working with some automated routing, automated logging, monitoring, right? So you can't mess up with the format basically. So I'm giving a log and I'm telling to GPT, take this log file, detect all anomalies. So basically analyze my data as well and return them as JSON matching this schema. So what I'm going to get is I'm going to get a ready to use file. So as you can see, anomalies detected.json. I can download this and I can simply use it in any of my applications. So what I'm trying to show you here, I'm trying to show you a structured data generation capabilities. Okay, so here your anomalies is generated. As you can see, anomalies file I have opened, so it's generated just now. So this file is ready to be used anywhere you want to use. What this capability of ChatGPT, new ChatGPT, this capability is basically structured data generation using any other file, right? Then if you saw my Visual Studio now, right, I was showing you something in Visual Studio. You might be seeing there is an error in one of my file. For example, here from data set, it should be load data set, but it's data SE. For example, this one I have captured on my desktop, and this is a image, basically image with error. What I want ChatGPT to do is, I want ChatGPT to analyze this image and tell me what is wrong. I'm trying to show you the multimodal, advanced multimodal capabilities. So what I will do, I will upload that from the desktop, and I will simply say, what is the issue here? Give me, what is the issue here? Give me correct code. What is the issue here? Let me tell this only. And let's see if it gives me correct code or not. So this issue is basically my package name is wrong. I see the problem. The import statement is incorrect. Go and run this import statement. So basically advanced multimodal capabilities. Please understand these capabilities, guys. Then only you can use this powerful tool in the best way possible. Another thing that your new chat GPT can do very nicely is it can do your whole code base scanning and refactoring in a nice way. You know why? It can do it because it has now longer context window and it has more reasoning capabilities. So what I'm trying to tell you is, suppose I have a project here. In my project there are 15 files. Okay, I want to refactor. I want to make the code smarter, make the code error free, make the code. I want to add some exceptions. If I want to do all these things, right, I will simply take all these interconnected files and I will put this here. Because of longer context window, it can run a LLM assisted code based scan and refactoring. Another capability that you should be aware of. You can define 2 to 4 refactor objectives. For example, dead code removal, API unification, type safety, security fix, etc. It can scan your entire code base and refactor the code for you. Just explode on this. This is another capability. One more capability. I'm just telling you capabilities which will be useful for you. So if you have a complex workflow, right, then what will happen is you may want system to remember things. For example, let me try to show you with some examples. This is called multi-turn memory. So let me take this one. What this prompt is, define a draft a data migration plan for moving a 3 TB warehouse from BigQuery to Snowflake, minimize downtime. So this is my prompt, and it is giving me some answer. And as I told you, normal GPT-5 is very fast. So it is giving me fast answer. And in this, what I can do is I can ask a follow-up thing, because my context window is very, very long and I don't mind much about how it works through that. I will say now add a cost optimization section, assuming 70% of tables are cold data. So basically on the previous plan, I am trying to add a cost optimization, and due to longer context window, due to longer reasoning power, stronger reasoning power, right? It can do that job very nicely. Okay, so basically multi-turn memory for longer context window. Then you can use direct tool and API planning, and you can generate code which is ready to be implemented. What I mean to say here, there is one prompt I want you to see. So let me show you this prompt. Direct tool to API calling, design a sequence of Python requests to call OpenAI embedding API on list of product description, store results in Postgres table, include all necessary imports and connection handling, return runnable Python code. So all your API calling, all your connections, all your handling, basically it will give you a ready to use Python code snippet, because its reasoning power has dramatically increased. So you can expect that the Python code it will give you will be error free and ready to use. Just that in your prompt, right, you should very nicely tell or very clearly tell what is that you want. So here is the runnable Python script. You can see it is OpenAI embedding API it is calling, then creating something on Postgres, then SDK, then read credential. Okay, so because of powerful reasoning, more stronger reasoning, right? When you generate code now, you will get a ready to use code which is error free basically. And then if you are using ChatGPT Plus plan, or even if you are not using Plus, you want to be limited, then there are few things I must show you. One of that thing is, for example, if I go here, one of that thing is uh, different GPTs. So for example, if you go to GPTs, right? Write for me, Scholar GPT, Conscious AI, Astrology, Burst, Scholar GPT. So many of the GPTs you can choose. That is one thing I like. And one more thing I like here is if you go to a new chat, right? And people like you and me who wants to learn, if you go to deep research or if you go to study and learn mode, right? Then you can make most of it. It's like a teacher to you. Okay, so you can study and learn. You can do a web search mode where it will go to web and search something. You can go to agent mode as well. And you can also connect your Google Drive and ask questions, connect OneDrive or SharePoint, and it will work like a RAG for you, right? Deep research, you can do create image, all these things you can try and test it out. What are the um, what are the critical thoughts or what are the complaints of people around? I will just write it here. Why are people frustrated with GPT-5? I will just simply here. Why are people frustrated? I will write you here. What is the reasons? I'm just using it as a notebook. Why are people frustrated with GPT-5? There are five or six reasons, guys. First reason is model switching is not smooth, is what they are saying. I told you model switching happens automatically. Okay, so user no need to switch model manually. It will happen automatically. Some users are saying it's not smooth. I don't know how they are saying it, but they are saying it. Some users are saying for reasoning, 4.0 model was better. 4.0 was better than GPT-5 is what they are saying. And we will test these claims with some dummy prompts basically now. But you need to understand what people are claiming. People are saying the flat tone, the flat or non-creative tone. Okay. So what they're saying is if I'm trying to write a story, it's the tone and the style is not something I'm liking. Fourth thing people are saying is it feels like a downgrade as compared to previous reasoning models. So maybe with some prompts they would have felt like that. Fifth thing they are saying is there is hallucination. The model is not good with spelling. I will test it with some prompts now, don't worry. Geography. Model is not good with these things. That's what people are saying. And then there is a 200 message limit on the thinking model if you choose manually. So what people are saying is when 200 message limit is too low. And another thing people are saying is it is easier to jailbreak. What is jailbreak in the large language model? I want you to comment me down and give me a jailbreak prompt. Okay, this I leave it to you. What is jailbreak? So they are saying it's easier to jailbreak. Now, if you see all these claims, right, it boils down to reasoning capabilities mostly. So it is saying model switching is not good. GPT-4 was reasoning model, so they are saying this is better. Hallucination, geography, spelling, feels like downgrade. What I did is I took some prompts in all these areas. Okay. And I'm going to give all these prompts one by one and you tell me if you see any issues here. Count how many times R appears in the word strawberry, the famous example for LLM testing. First, give me your immediate answer, then tell me think harder and see if your response changes. Immediate answer 3, think harder still 3. There is one after ST and double R after Y. No problem with this. So I don't know how reasoning is a problem here. Let's see the creative writing. Okay. I'm feeling overwhelmed with the work life. Everything feels. Can you please feeling and give me some gentle guidance? Please respond with warmth and empathy. This is warmth and empathy, right? I don't see any issues with this as well. Let's try giving some reasoning, some maths problem solving, some coding, and see how it is doing. Okay, so this is basically a maths thing. If a bat and ball cost 1.10 and the bat cost 1 more than the ball, then how much the ball costs? So it is doing some reasoning and giving me the answer, right? So the bat is 1.05, hence the total will be 1.10, right? Then people said that it has an issue with the geography. So I'm saying list all capitals of countries bordering Switzerland along with their current population. So it is listing, there is no problem. Germany, Berlin, France, Italy, Austria, and this country I'm not able to pronounce correctly. So these are the countries and these are their capitals. So that's fine. No problem with this as well. No problem with, I have not seen yet. Debug this Python function and tell what is wrong. Your code is logically correct, but it is saying your code is not efficient. Some more examples. It is thinking what is 15% of 2847. Calculate this exactly and show how you work. Okay. So it is calculating and it is giving us mathematics, no problem. And then something where we need more, structured thinking or more step-by-step thinking. 10-day itinerary for a family trip to Japan with 2 adults and 2 kids. Include everything and it will give me a complete plan. And then one last we will see. Write exactly in 50 words about climate change. This we will do after it. So basically, I have tested the model on hallucination or mathematical or logical reasoning or planning or multi-step orchestration or process. I have honestly not seen any issues, guys. But as I told you, there are 5 to 6 key concerns on this uh, recently after the release on Friday. So if you come across anything, just comment me that I am coming across GPT-5. Otherwise, it looks fantastic to me. As you can see, my GPT plus plan is running and I have no issues with normal GPT. I anyway need one place where I can do everything together without searching things. Okay. See how nicely it is creating images even without saying, and it is giving day-to-day plan. So it is good in reasoning. It is good in process where multi-steps are involved. I am definitely going to use ChatGPT 5 for more time now. I don't see any big issues, but people are frustrated due to maybe they were very much habituated with 4.0 model or something. But if you don't go with the change, guys, nothing is happening, right? I mean, nothing will happen in longer run. So if you think that this is the way I will use system and system, something changes on the tool and you feel that, this is not right, then how will we move to the next step, right? We can't. I'm saying right 50 words climate change. See exactly 50 words it's writing and counting also 50. So all in all, guys, people are frustrated because of those 5, 6 small things, but no need to be frustrated. There is a lot of energy effort gone into creating this. Let's use this tool in the best way and responsible way we can do. And please comment me the assignment that I gave you. What is jailbreak in LLM? And if you find any prompt which is not doing good on this, I will be also interested in knowing. Give me that as well. See you all in the next video, guys. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.